Hello everyone and welcome to a new week. Today we are on the Summit Point Raceway. I'd say this track features the most difficult sector of the whole season. The S's are challenging for every driver and a lot of them will struggle here. Your goal for practice should be to figure out a strategy, nail the sector and you will easily race for the top positions in your splits. Going into the lap, we start with a hard braking zone after a straight, which is also the only opportunity where you can try to overtake. Make sure to cover the inside line when you are in a fight and get ready for turn 1. Use the sets of cones which mark the 3 and 200 meters as orientation for braking and hit the brakes hard. Shift down as soon as possible to decelerate fast and stay on the outside. Hit a tight run around the apex but avoid the curb. It's high and steep. If you drive over it, your car will make a little jump and you will lose a few tenths on the exit. Use the pathway as marker and tap the brakes to adjust your speed for the fast left-hander. Hit the inside and try to carry as much speed to the turn as possible. I wouldn't recommend to attack the curb here because it's pretty steep and can give you a hard time on the exit. If you do everything right and hit the limit, you will automatically exit on the curb. You can clip the gravel trap, but you are better off by avoiding it since you need all the grip you can get to keep the car on the racing line. Approach the next turn on the far left, lift before turning in and exit on the far left again. Engage the brakes once the car is stable and pointing towards the next turn. Stay on the inside and again shift down as fast as possible. Hug the inside and try to be early on the throttle to make the best out of the next short straight. This combination of turns is slow paced, which is why you want to keep your line as tight as possible. There's no brake marker, get a feeling for the right point in practice, hit the brakes and aim for the inside again. Exit along the right hand side of the track and aim for the middle to get a good entry for the next turn. The next sector is difficult and you need to prepare a good strategy, because if you mess up one turn you will lose even more time through the next ones. There aren't any big margins for errors, you should focus on a smooth line and find a good flow. Pushing the car can backfire, so really relax, take it smooth and slow and you will be completely fine. We will use the next turn to prepare a good run, which allows us to build up speed through the whole sector. Stay on the middle right of the track, lift before turning in, and try to hit a tight line around the apex. It's important to hit the inside here to exit as far on the right as possible. The further you exit on the right, the easier the next turn becomes, and you may even be in a position where you can take it flat out. If not, try to adjust your speed by lifting or with soft brake inputs. Hit the inside of the turn on the exit to prepare a wide angle for the upcoming and last turn of this combination. Lift again before turning in, tap the brakes if necessary and hit the smooth line. If you do everything right, you will build up speed through the whole sector and get a good run towards the last turn. Use the pit entry for orientation and tap the brakes. Adjust your speed just enough to make the turn. Be smooth with your steering inputs and as usual use every meter you can get before receiving an incident point. That allows you to carry as much momentum as possible towards the finish. And that's the guide lap. As next you will see the uncut cockpit lap with telemetry. I hope you enjoyed the guide. If you have any suggestions for other track and car combinations, please post them in the comments below with the hashtag guide. Don't forget to hit the subscribe button if you don't want to miss any upcoming videos, or head over to Twitch where you can catch me live. The link is in the description below. We also have a growing community on Discord where you can find a lot of useful links, tips, get advice or feedback for your hot laps and much more. It's worth checking out. I wish you all the best for your races and see you next time.